There is no military expert.
Senator Mike Gravel served the great state of Alaska from 1969 to 1981. Then he dropped off the radar for a while, until 2008, when he ran for the Democratic nomination for president and earned a few new fans with his weird super lefty campaign. After that, he disappeared again. Nowadays, he lives in California. He's 88, and a group of kids are about to give him another chance to be a thing.
How are you?
So excited to meet you.
Please meet.
Hi, I'm Henry.
You're Henry.
Hi, I'm Ben. The funny thing about this is that it kind of transcended a particular interest. It just seemed too exciting of an idea to not do.
None of the people at this table want Mike Gravel to be president, including Mike Gravel.
Yeah, I don't want to be president.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
Yeah.
The plan is to get Gravel enough donors to make the 2020 Democratic debate stage, and then poke Democrats with extremely lefty takes.
Nothing's happened in my issues in 10 years. And that's what persuaded me to give you my Twitter account. and you're just using me.
Yeah.
And I don't mind being used.
A little more to your left. There.
The massively online team is a relatively new addition to American politics. They exist both on the left and the right. They're the kids posting memes all day long and swarming to attack people they think are lame on Twitter. They have a cynic's detachment and an idealist's optimism, often in a single internet post.
So jolly. Cut!
I feel like you guys are at the epicenter of a part of politics that a lot of people are confused by. It's jokey, but it's serious. But they hate everything, but they love the country and want to change it. You know what I mean? Like, how many of the donations that come in are for 420?
Quite a few of them. Quite a few. Our average donation is somewhere between $1 and that. Young people care about these issues, and the language they use to talk about it is not the language of politics we've seen in the past. And I think a kind of postmodern understanding of the world, which is to say, I care about things, and I want to make the world better, but also it's fucking absurd. It's terrifying. And our president stands in front of, hundreds of hamburgers in the White House and grins and gives the thumbs up. And you want to say that politics isn't comedy? This is the tweet that we're going to send out, right? So just turn to the camera and just say, "Drill's got nothing on me," okay?
Drills?
Drill's got nothing on me.
What's drills?
Just drill.
So,
drill
we'll
is a
explain it
Twitter.
afterwards.
I'll explain it afterward.
And drills got nothing on me.
That's so perfect. That's
Gravel,
absolutely perfect.
weirdly, is kind of perfect for this moment in a lot of ways. He was a staunch leftist decades before it was cool. In the Senate, he became famous in 1971 for reading the Pentagon Papers into the Senate record, effectively declassifying it.
Who the hell are we going to nuke? Tell me, Brian.
Back in 2008, he became famous again for basically sticking it to any Democrat who crossed his field of vision.
Who on this stage exactly tonight worries you so much?
Well, I would say the top tier ones.
Also, he's kind of a wacky old guy, which is very popular with a particular kind of young voter these days.
So why is it that I am always talking to young white guys like you, and your political heroes are these really old white guys?
I think there's a sense in which what young people care about is earnestness. And the people who are most able and most willing to get out there in a big way, I think, are people with privilege, right? It's a lot of young white guys. And at the same time, I think it's wrong to portray the movement as only being that.
So I'm a huge supporter of people like AOC and Abrams, these newcomers, but I think it's important that we can rally behind these people who have been proven time and time again to stand on the right side of history.
Is that David?
Gravel, the candidate.
Gravel, his wife Whitney, and his young campaign team talk through the Gravel 2020 platform.
Are you guys ready to begin?
David Ox, the 17-year-old campaign manager, Skypes in from his parents' house in Westchester County, New York.
Our first issue is re-Syria.
Oh, out of Syria, and out of Afghanistan, and out of Iraq,
Yeah.
and out of South Korea, period, all of them.
And if you have any thoughts on forgiving student debt.
Oh, God, wipe out all student debt. I think it's criminal.
David, you missed abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE, that's an important one.
Good,
Okay.
done. We agree to that one. Push them down the stairs.
Yeah.
Bernie has it.
Prostitute themselves online.
Turning Gravel into a kind of living, breathing leftist tweet is proving tough. The kids are doing their serious irony thing on Gravel's account all the time. It's great for Gravel to tweet. The kids have added thousands of followers to the account since they took it over. But Gravel the human doesn't like it.
The largest result of your campaign so far has been, it's basically the most negative campaign in the Democratic field. I mean, you've attacked all the candidates running for office. Yesterday, they put a tweet up about Cory Booker. I mean, it's a constant kind of negative.
They put something up on Cory Booker yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They put here, I'll read it to you. If you want a vision of the future under Cory Booker, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. And every once in a while, it stops for an inspirational lecture about how we should never stop dreaming.
Well, I think I've got to call them on that.
The second issue is that human Gravel loves talking about things that people controlling the Twitter version of him do not want him to talk about.
There has been some question about your feelings about 9/11. Can you just help to clarify what your position is on that?
I'm very clear. I think that there's elements, it was an inside job. Now, there had to be somebody that was planting the explosives in these buildings, which came down by controlled demolition. We know from science and physics that it wasn't the airplanes that brought it down.
So where were you found out that Mike Gravel was a 9/11 truther?
How he became a 9/11 truther and where that came from was a genuine and profound skepticism of everything that resulted from 9/11, right? And, you know, absolutely, neither of us are 9/11 truthers. Both of us think that the senator is and was gravely misguided on this issue.
But this is where it gets kind of real, right? This is where the joke becomes very serious, because as you're out there pushing these agendas that are very important to you about healthcare and criminal justice, reporters like me are going to keep saying, yeah, but the guy's 9/11 truther. Like, you're going to tie this to 9/11 trutherism? Is all these things that you care about?
I think it's because in a lot of ways, media narratives can't escape individuals, right? It's not about him, and it's also not about us. It's about the people who support what we're saying, and it's about our ideas. A movement has nothing to do with individuals, really.
That as you get the money coming in.
The kids don't think the 9/11 stuff matters. Fine. What about the fact that a guy who was enjoying retirement is now a human troll tweet and doesn't even know it?
There are people who know you, have known you for a long time, remember you from 2008. Some of them are worried that these teenagers are taking advantage of you to play a joke on the Democratic Party just at a moment when everything should be very, very serious.
First off, it's no joke. The issues we're talking about are real. As a legislator, I've used people all my life. And so if they're using me for what they believe in, which happens to be the same things that I believe in, then boy, Katie, bar the door. We want to do more.